And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Leo. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your one-to-one for the month of October. I call them one-to-ones because they examine a direct relationship between you and another person. What's happening between point A and point B. Caveat, two things. First, I hesitate to call these love readings because at times they may not be lovely. Right? We examine all dynamics of a relationship. It just shows what is the most prevalent in your life at the moment. Second, it ain't always got to be about love, right? A one-to-one reading could include family, friends, co-workers, somebody you just met, support group, etc., etc. It examines what happens between this person and that person, 1-to-1. So, as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, especially in this type of reading where things can get mixed up or, things can get a little bit tough to talk about at times, I, as your tarot card reader, would never purposely misguide you. That's not what we do here. So just follow along your read today, Leo, for your one-to-one in the month of October. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Leo in your one-to-one in October. You're going to be on this side, they're going to be on that one. What is the principal moment that we need to understand between Leo and their person? On your side? Okay, the sun. I like this. So an overwhelming happiness, something that we choose, but something that we've grown comfortable with. On their side, Four of Cups. Okay. You both are seeing a situation from completely different angles. Whereas you're absolutely content and honestly happy and thriving with the circumstance as is, there's almost this level of begrudging disappointment on their end, right? So we're saying one thing and it's being construed in two completely different directions. Between you and this person, Leo, even from the baseline outset, to say someone's holding Four of Cups and the other person's holding the light and love of the sun, there's something that isn't adding up here, but we'll get into that. Now let's look at the fronts and backs. Fronts and backs because we established two different people, two different entities at two different points. Front, what's facing each other. Back, what we're not immediately saying. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. In Leo's one-to-one read, we're now looking at the fronts and backs. What is both being said and unsaid in their dynamic? Oh, didn't touch the table yet. Can't take. Although very much was about to. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Leo in this read? Okay. Let's start over here with you. Queen of Swords. So being happy with the facts as they stand. The Hierophant, to embark on your physical, your spiritual journey. We're going to come back to that. To the Four of Cups. Death, the card of Scorpio. What's behind it? The Chariot, card of Cancer. Ooh, pulling so many majors, but yeah. Somebody's happy to be free. That's why. It's not that it's being shared. In fact, the cycle is coming to a stark and kind of cold end. Here's why I'm saying that, Leo. Let's start over here because I think it kind of explains everything. Why are you so happy? Something that would probably be a fact for the longest time. Now we're following what it feels emotionally, spiritually, and finally physically to be right. Right? On your end, you're saying this is how it has to be. I'm trying to follow and pursue what is best for me, and what's ever laid out in this dynamic, it is what it is, right? But to say that I finally feel happy that we've come to this mutual agreement, well, what got us there in the first place? Going over to their side, on their side, yeah, the cycle of transformation is coming to its close. Whatever this was supposed to be is coming to an end. and the Chariot was behind them, accepting that that too is part of the journey, even though they may not see it as such, and that's probably where the Four of Cups is coming from, concealing that, yeah, it may be the most amicable and logical solution we could have between us, but it doesn't change the fact of this is my journey in my life to live now. Where do we go from here? Right? There's individuating factors here, Leo. And on your side, we're just saying, yeah, we know. And if this is what's best for both of us, then yeah, I don't necessarily sense animosity here. There's just disappointment. Whereas you're trying to live in a space of fulfillment, there's almost a space of regret on their side that this thing couldn't have changed. What exactly that means, not entirely sure, but there is this energy of both sides have come to an agreement that this is the right thing to do. At a base level, there's a mutually established agreement here. And the positions show where each individual stands upon this reading for Leo and their one-to-one. First to them, then to their person. Where does each individual stand in this reading? For you, Queen of Pentacles. And so whatever is laid out in front of me, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it happily. On their end, Judgment. And maybe this is how it's meant to be. Whatever contract, whatever agreement between you two was there, yeah, we established that that was what was, but not necessarily what is. Maybe this is how it has to be. And again, I don't necessarily sense all this animosity. There's just this idea that, you know, we wish it could have been better. But that doesn't mean that it's necessarily ending on bad terms. Not all endings have to be terrible. Okay. Three of Cups. The notion of reunion. And because I'm getting two almost conflicting messages here, they both had to do the idea of like a fated meeting once again, right? Whereas on your end, no, I'm comfortable with where this journey is taking me. On their end, not simply a lot to go, but a lot to come to acceptance with. That Three of Cups, the reunion between you two, because trust me, this is either a far off aim of we'll see each other again on better terms, or we come back together and yeah, I'm definitely realizing why we were apart. It's at the end of the day, Leo, I think both of you have come to this agreement again that this is what is right. A separation, but an amicable separation. This isn't animosity, this isn't hatred, this isn't any of that. In fact, both of you are very much happy to see each other again. And maybe we will run into each other again somewhere down the road. But where it is right now, we're still at an individualizing factor between each other that suggests, hey, I may not like where it is right now, but this is exactly where it needs to be. Both is level acceptance. Yours is the very self-actualization method. Theirs is understanding, trying to, you know, come to terms with the machinations of the universe. This is where we are, and this is where we stand. Okay, so fair enough. In your one-to-one, we have one person on this side, one person on that side. They're looking towards each other. Now, what lies in the bridge in between? 1, 2, 1. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. What occupies the bridging gap between both parties in Leo's one-to-one reading, month of October? What is held between Leo and their person? Okay. And down the middle, we hold, okay, Chariot, card of Cancer. Why so? 10 of Pentacles. Okay. One more. Ace of Swords. And in understanding that truth, what do we bring about? Lovers, card of Gemini. Okay, I'll put it right there. So let's stop it right there. What is being held in between you two right now? That, again, I don't sense animosity here. For two people who are making the decision to break apart, right? This idea that this is how it has to be, and I wish that were different, but we also have to get comfortable with who we are in between each other. There's almost this idea of, sensing in the far off promise that we'll come back together again. And I say this because Chariot, the card of Cancer, what they're also not immediately saying is that there's a journey I gotta go complete, right? You have to go complete your own personal journey, Leo, your self involvement, whatever that means to you. On their end, I got my own stuff to do right now. There are tangible reasons as to why this is not working out. Because if it works, why doesn't it work? And in the middle, we're saying for the foundation of life, the truth of where we want to go and what we want to be, the Lovers. And now we get the more intimate notions between you and this person that, again, I don't sense any hatred here. In fact, I sense two people who very much are considering, you know what, if time, the sky, the universe allows it, we'll eventually bump into each other again like we always do. Like we always do. It's almost like this intuitive guarantee from within saying, nah, we're cool. And I'm good with that. Okay, I like that. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. And so, all that's happened is boiled down, because again, I think we have to temper it in certain kinds of ways, Leo. Here for you, yeah, the notion of the reunion that's happening later on, I'm cool with it. We're good. It's not complete smiles around the board because I got a lot of my own stuff to do to step up, to level up, and they got their own, just all the lessons and everything they want to learn. But if we do come back together again, it ain't gonna be on hatred. When we always, like we always do, because I'm getting this vibe that you and this person just so happen coincidentally to meet up time and time again, even if not intentionally. No, you're still good with the idea that, hey, I'll see you around. It's very nice energy. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to discount disappointment on either side, but it does have to say we're not enemies at all. In fact, it's not goodbye, it's just see you later. Okay. Define the major arcana strewn across the table. We first will start with that sun on your side, Leo. What are we looking at? Show us the cards that we need to see, please. First, define the sun for Leo and then read. Define the major arcana. We start here with the sun. Okay. So for you, Leo, Justice. And again, this is being recorded during Libra season. Always good to pull the power card. What I see for you is that, in fact, I'm going to trust this process. This is what's right now between us, and learn to grow comfortable and okay with that. In fact, I'm seeing the upside to what was once anger, right? Once we let the processes function as they should, when we let things go as they will, then hey, maybe I can live in the happiness of now instead of the disappointment of what was. Let's go to the Hierophant. King of Pentacles, making the right investment. And what that means for you, Leo, is to follow this path almost recklessly. The investment here right now, I got a lot of me to learn, a lot of me to realize. That's why I'm doing this. It's not because reaction or I hate you as like this counterpunch reversal. It's the notion that, no, this is the right thing for both of us. Let it be as it should. To Death over here. Hierophant, card of Hierophant, the card of Taurus, Death, the card of Scorpio. On their side, actually, they're trusting you in your journey. This is almost like, a happy send-off, right? We're holding back a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of tears, and yes, they will come as they should, but they're trusting in you too. Three of Pentacles into that Chariot. If nothing else, we're still friends. I can rest assured no matter where I go in this journey, because now everything is in motion. I'm in the vehicle. I am in the carriage. We are going down that road. I'm actually good. I'm more than secure in knowing that we're not enemies at all. We're we're still pretty good with each other. To Judgment, Eight of Wands, directly communicating. What do I have to do right now? What is my purpose in the universe here and now? Okay, and so on that person's side, accepting that, yeah, it didn't work out whatever we were trying to do with each other right now for various numbers of reasons. The question isn't if it didn't, the question is why. And that's why this person is trying to learn and sit with it right now. To the Chariot in between, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. The fire is still there. The fire is still there. Again, I don't see any bad blood between you and this person, Leo. In fact, this is incredibly amicable, almost well wishes on both sides. And to the Lovers, Emperor, the card of Aries. Choosing, knowing full well that this is what life's journey has in store for the both of us, then we're gonna choose it. And if it is right for us to come back to, it will. It's not goodbye, it's I'll see you later. Okay. Cool. I really like that. But sometimes, breakups or leaving another person in a different circumstance, it can really be, incredibly emotionally taxing or almost downright violent in some ways. But between you and this person, in fact, we're good. And so in resolution, show cards of resolution for Leo in their reading. What's held in space of resolution for Leo in this reading today? And they're 1-to-1. So at the end of the day, Leo, we see Six of Swords, moving on. And again, normally that gets such a bad connotation when there's, this level of, intimacy, but also friendship and respect between you and this person. But also the Ten of Cups, the notion of harmony. This is how it is, and this is how it should be right here, right now for the both of us. We don't have to fear what we don't know. It's not goodbye, it's I'll see you later. Seven of Cups, the notion of possibility. Because we are not ending on terrible terms, in fact, both of us feel internally, at least for right now, this is where we both stand, mutually and very much amicably. Yeah, we're going to see each other around again. And I'm cool with that. Overall, in your read today, Leo, I see two people who, they're embarking on their own journeys. That's very much true. That's very much defaulted to. But whereas one person is trying to seek fulfillment, not only in their own life, but elevation in their own process, that person on their end, even though this would have normally been a heart-shattering breakup or, a splitting apart on many mutual terms, over here, we're not happy that we're breaking apart right now, but I trust you. Go for it. Go do it. We're friends. At the bare minimum, we do not hate each other, and that's very clear. And I know for a fact that all that is we've been through together, we're cool. It's not goodbye. It's I'll see you later. That's why I got in your read today, Leo. Hope this conversation helped. And trust your own process. You got a lot of you to go see. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.